Time now for Better Money with Joel Johnson. Today we're talking taxes and how to look at the way taxes impact your income. Joel is a certified financial planner and managing partner at Johnson Brunetti. Thank you so much for being here, Joel.
It's good to be here as always, and we're talking about taxes and kind of a different way to simplify the way you look at your taxes.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about 4 tax buckets, which is how we want to think of this. And this is something I know from previous conversations with you, the wealthy really understand taxes. So we want to get to the way they look at things.
Really, and what we're looking at here is the way our investments and savings are taxed, and there's 4 basic ways we can talk about it. And if you can key in on just a little bit more of an understanding so you know how to ask the right questions, you'll probably save yourself an awful lot of money over your lifetime in taxes.
This is the taxable bucket. And so this is interest from CDs, you say, interest on your capital, stuff that we just have to get taxed on.
That's correct. This would be brokerage accounts, savings accounts, and so on. You're going to pay some tax as activity happens in those accounts, whether it's interest or buying and selling stocks. And this is a bucket that's important for us because we don't want to have all our money in retirement income, right, which is tax favored, which we're going to talk about in a second. But we also want to understand that being efficient with this bucket will save us a lot of money over the long run, and we'll have that money to spend in the future.
Okay, the tax deferred bucket, and that's when you're not paying any taxes now, right?
That's correct. We're not paying any taxes now. We might even be getting a tax break now, like in a 401k, we get a tax break to put the money in. It's growing tax deferred. We're going to pay taxes on it later. Here's where if you're making a lot of adjustments in your investments, you really want to try to do it here because it won't trigger taxes today. It'll trigger some taxes only if you make money in the future.
Okay, and then the income tax-free or estate taxable bucket.
Correct. Now this gets into things that we just don't pay taxes on while we're alive. Tax-free municipal bonds, life insurance if it's properly structured, and things like Roth IRAs. If we can get that money into the Roth IRA, which we've talked about constantly on this program.
The Roth is the one that you kind of pay taxes now, but later on when you take it out, you pay nothing.
It's totally tax-free. It grows tax-free, and when we take it out, it's tax-free. This is a great bucket to get money into for retirement because it's all going to be tax-free when we spend this type of money.
Okay, and then we would have next, this is the tax-free, estate tax-free, so irrevocable life insurance trust.
Exactly. So this is the last bucket, and this is if we think we're going to have a lot of money to pass on to someone else when we die, we want to make sure that we're not getting taxed from a federal or a state inheritance tax standpoint. And this is something where we're not going to talk a lot about it today because it gets kind of technical, but if you feel like you've done a great job for retirement, you've got more than you need, you want to make sure you get some money shifted into this bucket where when somebody inherits it, it's going to be completely tax-free. And this is where strategies like life insurance are used. We can gift money into a trust. So for instance, Wendy and I are doing some estate planning right now. I can put money into a trust that's for my kids, but if we ever run out of our other money for retirement, she can sort of get it back.
Okay.
So there's all kinds of neat strategies to do, but this is only if you saved well enough for retirement
beyond
for yourself.
What you need. Okay, so to understand a little bit more, tax strategies for retirement guide, it's a free guide that you're offering our viewers. All you have to do is email bettermoney@wfsb.com.
Right, and we want to give this guide away to every one of you that are watching us right now. This is really helpful. It gets into some detail on the tax strategies, and it'll teach you the questions to ask if you want to email us with additional questions.
All righty, it's yours free, and you can ask a question, and Joel and his team will always answer it. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks, Kara.